All right, let me message Devin. Yo, what am I supposed to do when we talk? What do people do when they talk to other people? Do they just talk the whole time? Is there an activity you do? What do you do when you talk to humans?
We'll figure it out.
Thanks, cutie. Really helpful. All right, Devin said, good afternoon, my friend. I'm just going to hit the call button, and we're just going to go from there. Should I start with hi or hello? Maybe hey?
Good afternoon, my friend.
What do do?
Hello.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Dude, it is an honor to meet your acquaintance.
With hey. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. I've seen I've seen a few of your talks in the past. You know, you seem like the what's your status now? Like the guru?
I'm just here to bring business to the world.
As a journalism student, you're doing what I was supposed to do with my degree, in a way.
Are you a journalism student?
Journalism graduate, yes. I have 2 degrees,
Really?
one in journalism and one in English.
Has any of that actually helped you create content?
100% not.
Really? No? Oh.
It did help. Going to college helped. The degrees, I don't know if they've helped.
Why did going to college help?
Because I picked up a hobby. I started doing like comedy in college, and then then I also picked up Smash, and that's how I found out about Twitch. And I think just doing comedy is just helpful as like a human.
Wait, I 100% agree. I had a very similar experience. So what did you do improv?
Yeah, it was improv, stand-up, and sketch comedy.
I actually think that the #1 thing that like improved me as a broadcaster was consistent improv classes.
I feel like you say #1 thing a lot though. I feel like you got 3 number ones.
Oh shit, he's researched my content. We're in trouble. Oh no.
If you are not doing improv, you will not make it on the platform. And then it's Devin Nash YouTube intro, and then it's like, "What's up, guys?"
Who told you this?
I've watched your video. I've watched your clickbait videos.
No.
You got decent clickbait, Devin.
Oh no. Oh dude, this is like the samurai master, like patting the person on the head that like made it like hit his katana the first time. Like, good for you. Okay, because I have also researched you. All right, this is a 2-way street, my friend. All right, and so your YouTube is some next level shit. You've got you've got the Zoomer titling.
Yeah, 100%.
That I still don't understand.
The Zoomer titling, yeah, it's the new wave. I would say your YouTube is like old wave YouTube, like how people think you should do YouTube, which is sometimes successful, and mine's new wave, which is like the Callmecarson wave.
Exactly. And I don't understand. Like, have you looked at 39 Daft's channel?
Yeah.
I don't understand why it works. I don't get it.
Yeah, I've had this. Well, now this sucks, Devin, because you're supposed to be the authority. I was gonna ask you that question.
Well, there are different types of authority, and there are different there are monsters and there are monsters, right? So I know you think a lot about content,
like the Monstars, and then like
I know you
Scooby-Doo monsters.
So I think you are probably more of an authority on a lot of different aspects of content creation than I am, for sure.
Yeah,
he doesn't say no.
Well,
yeah.
The thing is, man, I think most people don't really know what they're doing, and they did something that works, and then they try to replicate that, and then that's how your career goes. I think there's like small details no one knows, like what time you're supposed to upload, like upload rate, like things like that, length of videos, things like that. I think people don't really know, and they just do what worked at some point, and then try to keep doing it.
Do you know Charlie, Moist Critical?
Yeah. I love Critical.
Yeah. I had him on a talk like this one. Yeah. And like I really like painstakingly tried to like delve down into like the mind. And like the answer I got was like literally just like, yeah, dude, I upload videos and they're pretty cool. And I'm like, what? There must be a method. Like, do you think about your tags? Do you think about your SEO? Do you think he's like, no, I just giant bear attacks human. Like it's just like it's like it's art.
I think it's like an innate understanding that they haven't written down, so they couldn't express it. They can't be a teacher. They can only be a master.
Very well said. I agree. You've only been doing this for a year?
I've been doing Twitch. My Twitch 2-year was last month.
That is an astoundingly short amount of time for what you have done. Like in the last year, you've grown 1,400%.
Is that a lot?
It is the second largest amount that I have ever seen next to 39 Dav.
Second?
Yes, the second largest.
I've always had the tag, even when I had like 100 viewers, I'd call myself the fastest growing Twitch streamer. So now you're calling me the second fastest growing Twitch streamer, which hurts, Devin. This is my
by
whole
that
branding.
metric. So we could probably
Can you find me a metric, maybe male only or something? I don't know what you have to do.
How about followers?
Yes.
Yeah, I think followers fastest is pretty accurate.
Have I not? Shouldn't I have? Is it you're counting 1 year? Is that it?
Right now, yeah. I could. 2 years would be more annoying, but I'll do that now. Yeah, let's see.
I think I roast her in 2 years.
Well, how long has Daph been on the platform?
Not 2 years, which is why I roast her, because I get an extra free year.
Wait, that's not how that works. Because if she grows, it would be her totals versus your totals, right? So if she had less time but grew more, she'd be better.
Devin, you're not understanding. 2 years is more than 1 year, if you understand that. And then, so like, I get an extra year because I get 1 more year.
But if there's less, but the metric is less time is better.
Like, let's say we leave out a cheeseburger for a year, it will look bad. But if we leave it out for 2 years, it'll look worse. Do you get it? What I'm saying here? It's a longer period of time. I feel like we're talking about. Let's just move on from this glazed past.
Do you do calls to action?
Yeah, I have a sick one. You want to know my call to action?
Dude, I want to know this probably more than I want to know anything right now. Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll be playing, and then after a lull, I'll go, hey, if you are tabbed out right now, I know you're tabbed out, motherfucker. You tab back in and just check if you have a Twitch Prime available. Just tab in and check, okay? And you don't got to use it on me. You can use it on Devin's dumbass. I don't care. Just use it, or else it's a waste of your goddamn money. Just use it. Just tab in and check, and then go back to what you're doing. All right? You know, I also like pulling up Ludwig and then immediately pulling up XQC and not watching Ludwig. I do that too. And then I get primes. So I just got 10 primes.
Powerful. How many of your subs distributed though are actually prime versus tier 1?
21,000 subs and 4,000 are gifted and 6,000 are raw tier 1. So I have 11,000 primes.
Wait, so you have more tier 1 subs than you have gifted subs?
Yeah.
Okay, that's abnormal. That's actually insane. I very rarely see a streamer with that. A tier 1 sub is a big deal though, because I mean, at least in terms of, I mean, you worked in the business world, like at least in terms of that, MRR is the most reliable way to like track any kind of business, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, what is our expected revenue next month? And you can't do that with gifted subs because like maybe those people disappear. Maybe they find somebody else to watch, right?
Yeah, it's just convenient that it's recurring, but it's definitely more stressful when it's primes because you have to like get them to prime every time. But I think what happens mostly is that I have so many more people on YouTube, and then they'll just come from the YouTube, and then they'll prime, and they'll be like, I like YouTube better, and they'll just go back to YouTube, but then they'll come back next month.
The psychology of someone that's watching your YouTube channel is, I want to support this person. I don't know how, so I will go to their Twitch stream, and I'll maybe gift some subs, which Twitch takes 25 or 50% of, or I will go and sub myself. But if you had a Patreon, you would make back a way higher margin because I think Patreon takes 7% versus Twitch, right?
I mean, it depends, right? That's only if you're making like content that it's only if you're small. I think you can't do that if you're big, or else you're just money hungry.
Wait, what's wrong with being money hungry?
Because content creators already make way too much money.
Oh shit, that's a hot take.
You don't think so?
Compared to what?
Compared to any other job in the world. We make so much money, Devin.
Hold on. All right, this is gonna be you were watching anime fights last night. This is gonna be one of those. Okay, all right. Entertainers in general, like in other fields, right, make quite a bit of money in the top 1%. Relative to the number of broadcasters, there's 3 million broadcasters on the platform, right? And out of those, if you have 400 viewers or more, you're already in the top 1%. If you have 760 viewers or more, you're in the top 0.01%. So like the question I would ask you is like, given that constraint, do you think it's more fair that those top, like you are like the top of this platform in terms of broadcasters? So that return kind of makes more sense in that context, right?
Yeah, I've always I know those stats and I bring them up because anytime anyone says I've inspired them to stream,
to tell them not to.
Yeah, basically, not even not to, just like that their motivation is probably not strong enough to beat out the odds. And
100%.
Because their motivation is often like, you know, dumb. But I still think that it scales like it in an insane way. Like it just like it's so top heavy. Like, and there's so many ways to make money on top of that too.
Yes.
I could, if I wanted to, right at this point, just live off of the money from pre-roll ads.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy because that is like the smallest of all like
of all income streams.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like I understand that it is a very competitive field and that very, very few people are able to get to that point. It's just it's not spread out well. So
if you took the 0.01% of any other industry, right?
Yeah.
0.01% of software developers, 0.01% of entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty marginal.
And I agree with you. That's what I used to justify it, or else I wouldn't be doing it and I'd be fucking redistributing my wealth and I'd go full Hassan, turbo. But
Hassan makes tons of money, by the way.
I know. But I think I still think it's too much. Like I still think
it's a lot.
Entertaining as a whole is like because not only are we making this much, it's also like one of the best jobs.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. I've been fired from every other job I've had, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get fired from this job.
Well, Twitch could fire. I mean, you put in a shitload of time to this job. So the last 30 days, you did 170 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that is an average of 42 hours a week. So you're running like and that's just online.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then you're doing YouTube, and then you're doing all the other stuff you do offline. I'm sure you have other stuff you do, right?
Always working.
And yeah, I don't understand how Carson does his stuff either, especially his Twitter.
Dude, I was talking about that yesterday. That's why I tweeted the word goodbye yesterday, because it's all those Travis, you in here too. All of them have like 3 goddamn Twitter accounts. All they have to tweet is like big fart women, bleh, and then they get 500,000 likes. And I'm sitting over here workshopping a joke for like a few hours, crafting it, looking on the diction, sending it to my friend, getting bad feedback, being like, scrap it. So I just don't tweet. It's not worth the effort. I don't do. What's the point of tweeting? I don't get anything from a fucking tweet. Fuck Twitter.
Dude, I'm like, okay, I work 3 days on like a DMCA guide for streamers. I'm like, all right, this is my master DMCA guide. It's like, it answers all of the questions of some of the biggest problems we have in the community. It's got like 480 retweets, okay? Here we go. Callmecarson. I've spent too much time wishing I was monkey, not enough time being monkey. 4.9K retweets. I'm like, I give up. Like, I don't understand it, dude. I don't get it, man. And like, I don't even know. Does he have any like traditional comedy training at all?
No, I don't think so.
Or just a guy that thinks about it a lot.
Yeah, Krinios in my chat, and he said they have a group chat where they have drafts of jokes. So I think it's a lot of communication with other people who are also like in that same mindset. Whereas like me and you were probably just solo doloing it.
In the lab, yeah.
Yeah, in the lab.
Is that what you do?
Well, not on Twitter anymore, because fuck Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over trying to tweet. I'm over trying to be a fucking one of these Zoomers. I'm too old.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're 28, right?
24. Jesus.
I just typed Ludwig age and it says 28.
Is that Beethoven?
No, it's you.
Ludwig age. Did you think that was me? If you look up Ludwig age, it's a different Ludwig, Devin. The dude looks
kidding. I didn't look at the picture. Fuck off. Look at the picture. Okay, Twitch chat. I looked at this one. This is
his first name.
All right, guilty. I'm sorry. Okay,
25 next week. Don't forget.
We kind of dropped the ball on that one. Okay. All right. How did you like get here so young? Because you said you're going on 25.
Yeah, 25 next week, July 6th. Don't forget it.
So I don't know how to ask this question. It's like you have like a plan. You're committed. Like when I was 20, when I was that age, I was like playing video games 16 hours a day, jerking off voraciously, and accomplishing absolutely zero. I don't know, like how did you what happened in your life to get you into this mindset?
Devin, all of those things are now my job. So I just do it more and better than ever before.
How do you come up with the content ideas for your stream?
Over time, it's easier now because now I have things that have already worked. So then I can just go like deeper into the bag and what I did a while ago, and then just, hey, reduce, reuse, recycle. It's what the government taught me, and it's what I still do today. So I'll just recycle something from like 4 months ago. I'll be like, that worked well. Why don't I do that again? And then I also have my consistents, like, Reddit recaps every week, and I'll have ones that I'll do like on band forums. I do those occasionally. And so I'll whip out the consistents, and then I'll whip out the old recycle ones, and then during that, I'll just bring in some new stuff occasionally. I'll just throw it in.
See, what got me into, so it's two things. I have a bot that lives in every channel that's above 12 viewers on Twitch. It's a thing, and it tracks metrics. And one of the things it tracks is very fast growing streams. So it flagged you, but then after it flagged you, a bunch of people came in to my stream and consistently said, you have to check out this Ludwig guy. He's doing something next level. And I was like, okay. I started looking into it. And I think that like one of your real differentiators is like you have shows. Like when people come to your stream, a lot of the time there is something that is supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's very different from like, hey, I'm here. Let's play some video games. Like, and sometimes you do that.
Who the fuck was that?
Like, that's like most Twitch streamers, right? Like,
it's a perfect To the Tatman impression, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I thought that was so interesting how like I go to your stream and there's something happening.
Yeah, there's like a segment. Yeah, most streamers are fucking lazy, man.
Yes.
They're doing content that worked in 2013 for like soda popping because you can just boot up and play a game. But like, yeah, I think it's better to have like a It's also, the reason is because like I care about YouTube and I care about my daily uploads. And so to make a YouTube video, I need to basically do a recording session, but I can only, I can't do a recording session not live because I freeze up. Like I had to record a 40-second sponsor thing just for like NordVPN. I did 5 takes just recording this 1 minute like YouTube clip because I would just freeze up and I would choke a word. And live, I'm fine, no problem. But the moment that the chat's not there, I feel like an idiot in my room talking to myself. Because of that, I treat stream as like basically recording sessions for a YouTube video. So it needs like a clear intro that states the stakes and the goal, and then the activity, whatever it is, and then the end, the result. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I do. Ready? This is what I do every stream. Yeah, every stream. Go to YouTube, look up the song Popcorn Castle.
And what is this about?
Okay. Don't start it yet. Go to 000 on it.
Okay.
And so this is what I'll do literally every morning when I start the stream. So ready? You're gonna hit start. So it's like 1, 2, 3, go. And then I'll wait for it. And I'll go, boys. Today, the plan. It's simple. We have 3 things we're going to be doing today. First, talking to an old boomer about some Twitch bullshit. Devin goddamn Nash. After that, you know it's the Reddit recap. We do it every day. And finally, we're finally going to beat it. Pogo Stuck, Rage with Your Friends 2.
Open your eyes.
And then I'll do that every day. And that's it. I'll do it every single day, and it'll set up exactly what's going to happen, what the segments are, and then we'll jump into it.
You must have some kind of plan before you do this. So there is some period of time offline that you're ideating this?
Yeah. Well, I think about it all day, right? Like, so when I'm not streaming, that's all I got to think about is what I'm going to do on the stream that day.
So do you have like a period of time that you brainstorm this? Do you write down notes? Do you have something that like you, like, I'm interested in the process.
You're giving me a lot of credit. I'm a streamer, okay? I don't write things down.
Okay, but I have seen you do like actual content. Like you have like a show where you do something. There was one involved with like, I don't remember if it was like cooking
Twitch
or
Jeopardy?
something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
well, there's other things too that like I'll just talk about, like, and I'll throw them in during the week. Like I tried every flavor of Pop-Tart. Like
exactly. Okay, that's a perfect example. How the fuck do you think about that? I was
just on YouTube, and ProZD tried every flavor of Pop-Tart, and I was like, I'll try every flavor of Pop-Tart.
Okay, so you're just meme jacking.
Well, like I had tried every flavor of Kit Kat, and we had done it several times. Like we had tried every flavor of Ramune, we had tried every flavor of Kit Kat, we had tried Japanese candies. I don't think that's that original. You know what I mean? Like trying fucking Japanese candies, everybody's done. So
Sure.
I just did that in my own way. And then I've done like trying everything at Taco Bell, which I just yoinked from Try Guys.
Got it. So you're looking at what works and then you're adapting that to your channel.
Look, if you want to know how I come up with my ideas, the easiest answer is I just yoink it all and throw a little spin on it.
Okay.
That's the simplest way to put it. Because I don't think anything is that inherently original. If it was when I did it, everyone would have a fucking fit.
What's your like touch on the YouTube channel? Do you do titling? Do you do anything? Like, do you do thumbnails?
I do all titling and thumbnails.
Interesting. You do all the thumbnails yourself?
Yeah, I do everything in publishing. After they just directly upload it, I do. I do. That.
I do exact same thing.
All right, let me give you advice on your thumbnails.
Yes.
Pull up your YouTube. I'm gonna give you my hot 5.
I'm taking notes.
Hot 5 with Ludwig on your thumbnails. All right, tip 1. The bottom right will always have a timestamp. It's actually larger on mobile than it is on desktop. Any words you have there or anything that's key information will be blocked by the time of the video, the length of the video. So it's just like just an easy error you could avoid by just making sure that you have no pertinent information in the bottom right.
Got it, boss. Okay, easy.
Step 2. Thumbnails, all right, are very small. You can only focus on so many things when you're scrolling through. So they should only really have maybe 2 or 3 real focus points. So for example, like if we look at your, the truth behind the Twitch Safety Council, there are a lot of things going on.
Too much going on.
The entire top left is just useless. I mean, that text is impossible to read in thumbnail size. I don't want to stop to read it. I won't stop to read it. So you should focus on just like 2 to 3 things. I think a good one would be like Mixer's shutdown in the future of live streaming. That's like a pretty good one here.
Okay.
Like another one that I see is problematic is Twitch's DMCA, the bottom left. I don't think people would know what that looks like or what that is. And it's too small. And all I know is that there's Jake and Bake above it. But if I didn't know, and then there's Twitch, I would say that has too much going on, not enough you can just grab to focus on. The next one you need is a story or a question or something to invoke a feeling from the thumbnail. So it's like chess is taking over Twitch is like the prompt, but what does the thumbnail add to that other than like the people there? In fact, this is a problem you have with a lot of your thumbnails where the message you're saying in the title and the message you're saying in your thumbnail are oftentimes the same thing. Like this one's the truth about success. And then the thumbnail is the truth about success.
So I used to post a picture of myself on all my thumbnails. And then I was like, no one gives a shit about me. Like, why would anyone care who Devin Nash is or what he thinks? And that's why I switched it. Yeah.
And I think it's fine because I think your content isn't based around you. It's based around the subject you're talking about and you're the authority on it.
What is your thought on text and thumbnails? You never use it.
No, I use it. I use it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think text and thumbnails is good. I think it's just like it just needs to add to it. So like when I'm gonna pull up my channel. I can't name it off rip, but for example, the video I uploaded today, the world's hardest game you've never heard of, and then the text in the thumbnail I just put it in there because it's just like it makes it way more enticing that only one person beat it. But if the title was the world's hardest game you've never heard of that only one person has ever beat, no one's gonna click on it. So like I split it across both.
For your YouTube banner, did you hire some girls to do this?
No, they were all there by their own volition. They were doing a photo shoot because they all wanted Instagram pictures, and I had just came out with my merch, and I had like a sweatshirt, and so I put it on, and I walked in the pool. I was like, hey ladies, quick pic, and they're like, yeah, sure. And so then we took a pic.
Wait, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to pay them?
No, I didn't. This is at TwitchCon, and I was staying with all of them.
I would have to pay girls to be around me.
But no, that's friends. It's all like it's pooper noodles in the bottom right. That's cutie on the top right. It's invader. It's all like people that like it's all streamers.
Got it. That's awesome. Yeah, but you can't tell. You can't tell because it's like it just looks like you're hanging out with a bunch of.
I
girls
also
in a pool.
often hang out with many women in pool, Devin. It's natural for me.
It's just a thing that you do.
When you hit a certain level of viewership, it's how things go. All right, it's just the way it is.
How fast did you get to full-time?
9 months.
Okay, that's pretty. That's. And then you had like irregular exponential growth after that.
9 months. I had 16 average viewers in May 2018 when I first started streaming. And then I built up to about 150, 200, maybe 3 occasionally. That's when I went full time, mostly because I got fired from my other job. And then I grew a bit to maybe a little under 1,000. And then I had like a YouTube video that popped off, like a Twitch Jeopardy that went into the algorithm. And then the channel, that was like September 13th. And then since then, the channel's just consistently gone up to like, I don't know. It hasn't stopped yet, but at one point it will. But for now, yeah, it's just been very random, and since September, I would say.
Do you think that YouTube was like the catalyst for your growth of your stream, or do you think that's something? Only thing. Okay, yeah. And you don't you're one of those people. It's really interesting. Like I never ever see you almost ever on like LSF, right? Which is not a bad thing. It's because there's a lot of people like Moon is really underrepresented there, even though he has like a huge community.
I think I was completely outside of the Twitch circle until Chess Pog Champs.
Yeah, and then once Chess, and now Chess has like kind of brought you in a really weird way.
Yeah, I was doing fine. Like I still had 20K subs. I had about 7K average viewers without ever, and I feel like no one knew who the fuck I was. There's a clip of Soda Pop, and I think like 2-3 days ago, and he's like, "Who the fuck is Ludwig? Who's this Ludwig guy? Why is Ludwig everywhere now?" And everyone was like, Chess. He's like, wasn't he there before? What was he doing?
Yeah.
And yeah, like the fact that Soda didn't know who I was, even though like, you know, I'm like not that far down the list of English variety streamers,
right?
Shows how far away I was from like the Twitch circle. I just wasn't on the in. I usually do a charity stream like once every other month. But then we just do like, this was like more of a random one.
That's very cool. I should do more. I don't do them really.
They're hype. They're just fun.
Yeah.
It's basically like a bunch of sub goals, but you don't feel bad because it's all going to charity and it's all just absurd content.
Do you set up like a Tiltify?
So for this, I'm not. I'm doing it the bad way where I'm going to have to claim it all as income.
You're going to pay taxes.
And I'm going to pay taxes on this all. Yeah.
That's brutal, bro, because you're going to pay like 30% on that shit.
I know. But you know what's funny is Twitch chat thinks for some reason that if it's sent to me, I can write it off and then it's better for me.
Nope, doesn't work that way.
I know it doesn't work that way. It's incredibly stupid to accept money from chat and then send it to to charity. But I do this thing every year where I just don't pay them, so it usually works out fine.
You don't pay taxes?
Yeah, I usually do that every year.
You're memeing, right? Cause, dude, like, okay, there's a lot of like people I'll fuck with. Like, look, like, am I gonna get like a business license 100% of the time when I'm starting a new company? You know, probably not. Like, I'm gonna wait until it earns a certain amount of revenue, and then like they might come in and be like, "Oh, you need that," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay." But I will never fuck with the IRS. The IRS is like Navy SEAL come out of your toilet.
Remember how we were talking about stars?
What's that?
We were talking about stars exploding.
Yeah. This is gonna be yours. That's how they got Capone, man.
Okay, that was different. That was like
it's the same
or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, it was tax evasion. They
audit that guy. They probably like 50 guys auditing him.
100%. When we sold Catalog Gaming.
Real quick. Just Google the word or the phrase tax fugitive.
Monka Giga. Wait, what? The first one is you. They're all you. What? I don't know if this is a good look, man. You don't want the IRS looking into your shit, even if it's a meme.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware, Devin. I've brought it up several times.
You fucked up.
What do you mean I fucked up? You think
up.
I set this up?
Yeah. Tell me the story. What happened?
Twitch chat loves memes. And sometimes they are hurtful to the brand and the human behind it. That is it. Twitch chat is a hive mind. They like to go hard, and they went hard here. I do have a CPA. I have a CPA now. It's fine. I have a CPA now. It's fine, chat.
Oh,
it's
man.
fine.
There's like 10 pictures of you here. Also, what is this? It's like you in sweatpants with a butt?
Yeah, that's my dumpy. I got a fat ass.
Quint's a really interesting case because he doesn't even really stream. Does he stream consistently? I don't think he does. Right?
No, do you know Twitch Metrics, that website? My favorite thing to do is you go to Twitch Metrics and then you look up like Carnage, and then you look at his heat map of when he's live, and you'll see that he's live, at exactly these hours, exactly Monday through Monday, and perfectly in those select times. And then you go to Clint Stevens, and then you check out his heat map, and it's just like a fucking ghost town. There's literally no hour of the week that he is live the majority of the time. You can't find a
stream on a
hour.
schedule?
No, I just have hours where I prefer to be live. I have general times where people will expect me to be live. Like usually after 6, I'm pretty sure to be live.
I always love broadcasters like Clint that just like show up like fucking like a Warhammer 40K like Space Marine drop, and they're like, I'm streaming, and everyone's like, yeah, and they just like they come in, and he just pulls 5K viewers, just rolling the dice.
My favorite part about Clint's stream is that when he ends, everybody Pepe rips and Pepe hands, and that happens
because they know he's never coming.
Because they know there's a chance that there will be weeks before the next one.
Like I think people are fucking crazy if they are just Twitch streaming and they're not devoting some enormous percentage of their time to YouTube, because holy shit, it is such a carry for Twitch streamers.
It's a lot of it's effort and a lot of it's ego, because like when you first start your YouTube, you pull like 1.5K views and you have like 5K viewers on Twitch live, so you just feel like a fucking idiot, and then you just quit doing it. But it's like you have to be a tiny YouTuber to be a big YouTuber. But
I was the opposite. Yeah, like I was
more on YouTube.
I was small everywhere.
I see.
I was just micro dicking it everywhere, dude. Like I was 300 views on fucking on Twitch, and like I think we started the Devin Nash channel 8 months ago, and it had 0 subs. Yeah. And then like but the YouTube has done so much more for me than the Twitch overall.
Yeah, 100%. YouTube's sick. But one of my biggest growth periods on Twitch was when I went home for winter break, and I was gone for 2 weeks, and I don't think I streamed like more than a single day for like an hour, just like with my sister once. And I came back and I had like 300 more average viewers because I was posting YouTube videos throughout it all. There
it is. Yeah, that's such a powerful statement to make, because like again, it's that passive discovery that everything in advertising, and this just goes back to like some old marketing concepts that never change. It's all the number of impressions that someone gets on you, right? So like what I sought out to do when I started my marketing strategy because I'm like one of those people that's like, I'm going to write the way I got partnered on Twitch in 2012, I laminated a business plan. I got flown out to PAX West. I found the first person in a purple shirt that was wearing a Twitch shirt, and I handed them the laminated business plan. This ended up being John Howell, who's the VP of partnerships. It just by chance, total chance. And he looked at me straight in the face and said, "Motherfucker, did you just hand me a laminated business plan in 2012?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Come on." And then he'd take me over to a computer, partner me on the spot. Like right there, right? Like I have a plan for everything. I write like
45, Devin. You were 45 when you were 15 years old.
Exactly. I was 45 when I was 6 years old.
That's crazy.
I had a plan. My plan on Twitch was, if you think industry analytics, if you think like the way that Twitch works and the way that YouTube works, you think Devin Nash. And that's what I went for. Do you have segments of your broadcast that you will do at the same day?
No, because they get old. I've done Marble Sunday a few times, but if I keep doing it, it'll lose its mystique.
As a former mod of a one,
so I like to I don't like to do things super weak. I guess Fridays versus Mango. Yeah, I'll play like games versus Mango, and we'll bet exorbitant amounts of money and play Mario Party and Mario Kart. But even that too, we will also take weeks off. So it's like weekly to an extent. But if it gets old, we'll stop it for a bit. You know what I mean?
But you don't have any like schedule where it's like, okay, this is like the rough idea of what I'm doing this week.
I kind of I do. I have a general idea. Like I'll know ahead of time like whether I'll decide if I want to do Marbies this Sunday, or like, I have a Smash tournament coming up, so like that'll have like planned stuff. There is some planned stuff, but not like super. There is Money Monday. Yeah, there is Time to Give Money Tuesday. We do have those. Outside of those,
Time to Give Money Tuesday, is that a thing?
Well, that's gonna be tomorrow. But yeah.
Twitch, how does that work?
Twitch Prime. Well, it's Tuesday, so they have to give me money. And then Thursday, Twitch Prime Thursday. Wealth Wednesday, of course. Oh, fuck, it's Friday. Time to give me more money. Saturday's
Every day
off.
is
It's Sabbath.
Saturday is off because isn't the Sabbath on Sunday?
Sub Sunday.
Okay. So there's always a day to give you money. I like it.
Well, we do take time off, Devin. I'm not selfish. I'm not,
But you stream every day.
Yeah, but like
I can't do that.
The wealth around,
I can't do that, man. Fuck that. I can't. I can barely stand these fuckers for 5 days a week. I don't know how you do that.
Because what else would I do? What would they do? What would they do without me? What would they watch?
They would. That's true. They would watch inferior content.
And I can't have that.
You cannot allow that. I understand.
Or worse, they would watch inferior content and it be good, and then they would forget about me. All right? So I either have to keep them dumb and poor or keep them fat and fed.
Got it.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.